Alright, everybody, what's happening? This is Jose Wojciechowski cooking for the kids, episode number 4. That was last week's episode, I believe it was. It was New England clam chowder. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe a week or two ago, actually. But it came out awesome. For everybody that was watching that show, I do appreciate all the support. And for all the new people that are going to be venturing on to the program today, thank you very much. Want to give a quick shout out to TMGZ Fam Chef. They are located in Canada, I believe Toronto. If it's not Toronto, let me know and I'll correct that. TMG. They did a nice dish yesterday. They did oxtails. They did it like a stew type. Oxtail with vegetable and rice and beans. It looked great, and I'm sure it was just wonderful in the belly. So I definitely want to give a shout out to them. We are all trying to start a movement here, and the movement is just basically keeping food simple, easy, and most importantly, in the family. And get away from that fast food. Get away from all those Taco Bells and McDonald's and everything like that. Let's get away from that. Let's steer away from that, and let's steer back to the right. Let's steer right and stick with the family homemade dinners. Today, now that I did my little spiel, today we are going to prepare a, let's see, where's my controller? That was a good spiel, actually. And our mushrooms are just going to stay large. Mushrooms tend to cook down because of the water content they have in there. When you saute mushrooms, it becomes very liquidy. It's bleeding out the water. So I want to keep my mushrooms at a decent size. So I do want to quarter them. When you eat and when you bite this, I want that to be a mouthful. All right, guys. So basically, what we have right here is our mise en place. And this is all of our goods right here. We have our tomatoes, we have our onions, we have our mushrooms, pesto, pepper, salt, and garlic. And don't forget about the pasta. We have our oven preheated to 350. Our spinach is going to come to play at the very end. We want it to have like a nice little wilt to it. We don't want it to be completely sauteed. Our next mission will be to thin slice this Asiago cheese. Now this Asiago cheese is in the Parmesan family. And it is so good. A little on the pricey side, but it's very well worth it. And I could probably get maybe 2 to 2.5 meals out of this. So we're going to cut this nice and thin. We're going to keep this on the side as well. If you guys have a cheese grater, it might have a slicer attachment on the side of it. If not, do your best with your knife. Cooking homemade food does not mean having to go out and buy brand new equipment. You work with what you have. Well, it's a wonderful time for a nice plug. Listen, guys, whoever's new to the show, this is Cooking for the Kids, episode number 4, season 2. We do a lot of different things on this program, and feel free, check me out on YouTube. Go to Jose Wojciechowski on the YouTube channel and sub and like, and check out all my other videos. We have great videos with steak tacos. We have homemade laundry detergent, beef jerky. Basically, what I'm trying to do over here at City Slicker Homestead Production is bringing dinner time back to the household, getting away from all the fast food. Most importantly, saving you, the viewer, money. All the parents out there that are just dishing out too much money on laundry detergent or fast food dinners. Too many families out there that might have their children in their bedrooms eating dinner on their PlayStation or on their iPhones. Stop all that, okay? Cook a nice homemade dinner. Go to my YouTube channel, Jose Wojciechowski. I will teach you how to do that, and we will bring that household community back together. All right, so we have our Parmesan cheese sliced up, ready to roll. Guys, and all I'm doing is getting everything set out. Everything has a wonderful, beautiful place. It's gonna make my life that much easier to clean up, to cook, and to serve. And the same can happen to you. All you have to do is really just take a step back, study what you're doing, work it out, and then execute it. Let's take a look at this chicken. It's a beautiful thing. Apple smoked Gouda. I love that. I love Gouda cheese. And for the viewers at home, you could smoke your own cheese. You could make your own smoked cheese. You could smoke your chicken. It's very simple. Spread that over. Doesn't have to be all over the place. Does not have to cover the whole pie. You just want a couple of bites all over the place. So we have our fresh mozzarella, our pesto as the base, a little olive oil below the pesto, and a couple of slices of Rama tomatoes. This is the best part, guys. Some prosciutto. We'll get that spinach nice and sauteed up. Little salt, Himalayan sea salt. Throw a little pepper on there. Now, you don't have to cook it until it's completely, just overcooked. You want to keep it a little leafy. You want a little body on that spinach, guys. And it's going to carry over cooking in the oven as well. And just place it. Doesn't have to be all over the place. It could be a couple of spots. That's hot. depends on if you have OCD, how much spinach you want to put on there. I'm not one of those people that has OCD, so I'm just gonna kind of stage it all along the pizza. And then most importantly, I'm gonna drizzle a little bit more oil over it. Guys, this is what our flatbread pizza is going to look like beforehand, okay? This is the before picture, okay? So we're gonna put this over to the side. Actually, we're gonna get it in the oven. Let's get that bad boy cooking, okay? So we have everything that we need. Our next mission is to actually start making our dish, okay? Our first sauteed item will be our onions, okay? Because we do want a little bit of color on there. So we're gonna get a little olive oil going in the pan. We're gonna get this bad boy on high. I'm gonna turn the fan on so all that smoke goes up. We don't cause a little smoke situation in our kitchen. And your best bet right now is to get all of your ingredients together. Get them close to you so you're not going over here. You're not going in the refrigerator. You want to work clean, neat, and smart. I wouldn't really consider that a margarita pizza. It is in more of a margarita pizza fashion, where margarita pizza is oil, fresh mozzarella, Rama tomatoes, and basil. So I can see exactly where you're going with that. It is kind of my own little spin on it. Alright guys, so basically I'm done cutting. I'm done using my knives. I'm done using my cutting boards. So I can actually just kind of clean up my situation while my oil is cooking and make this place nice and neat so I have less to do later, or my children have less to do later. That flatbread is probably going to take about 7 to 8 minutes cooking. Not going to take long at all. But most importantly, this pasta dish is not going to take long at all either. We got that oil nice and hot. I can smell it going. Coke Dog 420, I am a chef. I've been in the kitchen for about 16, 17 years. Alright, so we have a nice hot pan, guys. Our first objective is going to be our onions. Once our onions start getting a little bit brown, we are going to get our garlic in there. That garlic is going to take a lot less time to cook than these onions, but we do want a nice caramelized color on those onions. Alright, so we got our onions going pretty good. Pretty good. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic in there. Mushrooms will be next. We'll add some mushrooms in here. A little bit more oil if needed. Some bacon. We're looking pretty good, guys. We are looking really good. Those flatbreads are working perfectly. So basically what we're doing is we're timing everything, guys. That flatbread's gonna come out. That pasta's gonna be ready. This just will be able to be served at the same exact time. It's all about timing in the kitchen, guys. It might take a little bit longer of planning, but it's all about timing. I'm gonna throw a little salt in there, a little bit of pepper. I'm gonna save this oregano for the end to garnish with. Right now what I'm looking for is a little bit more of a little color on the mushrooms and for it to cook down just a little bit. If you don't want to keep on adding oil to it, you might want to stop the cooking or add a little bit more flavor. We will add a little bit of white wine. Not much. Goes a long way, guys. Alright guys, I'm going to add in my tomatoes. My chicken. Pasta. A little bit of spinach. A little bit more bacon. Now we're going to add in our pesto, guys, right at the end. we're going to add in our pesto. That pesto is going to bring everything together. A little bit of our cheese, our Asiago cheese. A little bit of shredded Parmesan. And this is money right here, guys. I'm going to take that off the fire. We have our pasta dish. Our pasta dish consists of penne pasta, sauteed mushrooms, Asiago cheese, wilted spinach, sauteed tomatoes, a little shredded Parmesan, what am I missing? Am I missing anything else, guys? Oh yeah, sorry. Tossed in pesto, basil pesto. Next up, guys, we have our flatbread. Oh yeah, bacon. I totally forgot about the bacon. But we have our flatbread, guys. Our flatbread today features sliced tomatoes, fresh mozzarella with a basil and olive oil base, with some cured prosciutto, guys. This is straight up from the heart homemade meals, and this is not hard. It's not difficult. It's not time consuming. I might make it look a little time consuming. One of the biggest reasons why I do is because I have to entertain you guys. I can't just and that's it. Okay, I need a good hour of entertainment so I could soak in as many new viewers as I can. But this right here, it's easy. And you do this for your family when they get home from school. It's going to be a wrap. It's going to be absolutely a wrap. You tell them, put your cell phones down. Let's sit at the dinner table. Let's talk about what you guys did at school, how everything else is going, and bring your family back together. Okay, and that's what we do here on Cooking for the Kids. I mean, it's pretty simple, guys. I mean, a lot of people nowadays, they like to go to fast food restaurants. A lot of deep